Good evening, this is Rufus Valentino, and welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing well. I apologize for being a little bit late. I hit the live button, and Streamlabs OBS had a window that said, it is busy syncing to the cloud, and that it doesn't recommend to go live. And I'm like, well, how long is this going to take? So I found that you can disable it from syncing to the cloud, so that's what I did, so that I could be live. That's kind of crazy. But I'm here. Might be a few minutes late, but I'm here. So I've decided to change things up a little bit. Instead of playing 3 different games during the week, I'm going to only play one game all 3 days. It'll be the same game. So way back when Skyrim first came out, the original Skyrim, not Special Edition, there was a group that created a mod called Enderal. And I believe they refer to it as a conversion mod, I think is what it's called. And basically it turned Skyrim into a whole nother game. Okay, it used Skyrim to make a new game. New story, new characters, etc., etc. But it used like the textures and whatnot that Skyrim had. And I played it a little bit. I believe I downloaded it off of Nexus way back when. Played it for a little while, and then I stopped and started playing other games. Years go by, and I started thinking about it, got in the mood to play it again. And then I discovered that Nexus doesn't have it anymore. It's not updating it anymore. It's been sent to Steam. So I downloaded it or installed it on Steam, as well as a few mods. There's not a whole lot of mods for it. My mustache hairs tickling my nose. There's not a lot of mods for it, but I downloaded a few. You don't really need a whole lot anyways. But some weapon replacer mods change the way the weapons look. I think I downloaded an armor one too. We'll see how that goes, because there was some comments about it not looking right on certain bodies and whatnot. I added the flintlock pistols. They had a mod for that. My volume, I accidentally turned my volume down. And then I got the mod that takes the sun flares away, so I'm not blinded as I'm playing the game. It's a neat effect, but I want to be able to see where I'm going. So this game's a little different. It might look a little bit older than Skyrim Special Edition. The graphics might not be exactly the same. It's a little bit more difficult. They've added some stuff to it. There's a thing called I think it's called arcane fever or something like that. Using magic and certain things will cause your fever to go up, and you have to take ambrosia to lower it. I'm not a huge magic user anyways, but you go in this one room and it increases your arcane fever. So it might not just be you using magic, it might be other things as well. So it's a much darker storyline, but I hope you enjoy it. We're going to get started on it right now. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. I am going to have to turn up the volume though. It's quiet just like Skyrim is. Alright, if I need to adjust the sound any, please let me know. Alright, new game. What in the world is it doing? Okay. Now I think we can start a new world. A new game. I think it tries to be similar to Oblivion as well as Skyrim. See, before the sun would be shining through the tree and blinding you. You wouldn't be able to see nothing. I have to talk with Daddy. He wants to tell me something important. It looks like I'm in some kind of a wagon. He said Daddy, so we must be a kid. Horses. Oh, this don't look good. A burnt down house. Nutritionist of meat. Speaking of kids, my kids are having a hard time calming down and going to bed tonight. I can hear them on the other side of the wall. Ooh, what do we got here? We got some kind of a shrine. O Lord, O Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you, I am nothing, a twig on the currents of time, a sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices, and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive to my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains, and bless us with your everlasting mercy.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
No, I didn't.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
What the hell? Is that a human heart? Well, there's the elk.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
What about Mommy and sister?
What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right?
Spilt milk?
This means there's more meat for the two of us.
More like blood.
You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked man.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have been just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born.
Damn.
Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter.
I need to get the fuck out of this house.
Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
That dude is crazy. Maybe it's a good thing he did.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny, the loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces.
Hey Valerian Gamer, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today.
All of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Shh, hey,
You want to wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and... well, not like this. Some things never change.
Starship. Should we call it Enterprise?
Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
I don't know, maybe. But even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Me too, but we're going to pay our debt as soon as we have earned some money over there.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Alright, character creation. So you only have 4 different races available. You got your elf, and it's like a high elf, basically. And then you got this one, like a Nord, I'm assuming. And then this one's more like a Imperial. And then this one is like a Red Guard. I'm gonna choose the one that's like an Imperial. I usually choose that kind of a character. You don't have too many presets either. I think we'll go with that one.
Ah, Kilay. She fled from that civil war the Black Crescent caused, didn't she? Ironic, isn't it? Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit. Someone's coming!
Women nowadays just don't want a man to court them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. Ah, smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Wait.
Through to the face! Come on, dodge! You can do it!
No! No!
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
Let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we sneak
Yes,
out.
yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board. It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Poor lost souls. The
Who the hell is
probabilities
that?
have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you, but sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing, please? Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
I'm flying!
After we had left Ostin, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish.
Oh no, we're
Good
gonna
luck
become
in
fish
your
food.
new life, friend.
One day we'll run into each other again, and I'll gut you like a fish. Hey!
Tell me,
Thanks for that follow.
is time to the dead dreaming anyway?
So many people just talk, and
How
never
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
What in the world? Where am I? Meditation. Focus. Net of Souls. Tempest. We'll unlock this one. Yes, thank you very much for that follow. We are now up to 45. Alright, 5 more to go. I appreciate that. Have you played Enderal before? I played it around the first time it came out, but this is first time playing it since it's been moved to Steam. You feel dizzy. Oh, I'm half naked. I need some clothes. I need a shirt, somebody. What do we have over here? Spare parts. Maybe we can make use of it later. The graphics aren't too bad for, you know, it being old Skyrim. Sirius is dead and I am alive. I write these words, but I am not sure if I am understanding them at least one bit. I am on my own. Apparently I had luck. I awoke in a valley basin. This has to be Enderal. I'm feeling strange, feverish and weak as well as strong and clear, as if a veil has been in front of my eyes for my entire life, which was lifted now. I am also remembering a weird dream which I had before I woke up, especially the words of the veiled woman who subdued Sirius and me in the ship's bow. It all begins with the dreams. Remember, I need answers, and I can find those most likely on shore. What do we have here? We have a skeleton with a knife. and rancid potions, and some money, and a pickaxe. Alright. So I have a knife. At least I can defend myself. Ruined just like in the vision. Ooh, an iron sword. That sounds even better. Stronger by 1 point. Should have a little bit more reach. And it appears to have a sheath. I love it when there's a sheath. It kind of annoys me when somebody's carrying a sword without a sheath. It's like, why would you carry a sword without a sheath? I'm sure there's good reasons. Oh, we have rats! Skivas! We call them pit rats in this. Wheat. Oh, empty skeleton. What do we got in the chest? Some bread. We might be able to turn that into an ingot at some point. Oh, that was an empty bottle of wine. What do I want an empty bottle of wine for? Where is it up here? I need a full bottle of wine. Let's save this. Alright. Into the temple. What in the world is that? You're raising your skills with learning books. Take the book at the skeleton. Hey, we got another follower. Alright. Augustin Parisa? Welcome to the Storm Raiders. That makes 46. Alright. We're moving up. Ooh, a rune key. Didn't have anything else. What in the world is this thing? I don't like the looks of that. Well, her one-handed went up a point or whatever. Rune key. It looks a little bit like the skeleton key from Skyrim. And that looks like a statue of Mara. Oh, okay. I hope you're doing well, Augustine. Going up. Bats! Maybe we'll find Batman. Maybe we'll become Batman. I seem to remember in some stories he fell down a hole and that's how he became Batman. Certain areas, healing spells, and health potions raise your arcane fever. Drink ambrosia to bring it down again. There's nothing else here that I can see. So we're going to get out of here before our fever gets too high. Alright. We now have clothes. Get rid of the rags. And we have a lightning spell. Is there also a healing spell over here too? I'm trying to remember. That's a tattered book, that's a ruined book. I'm not seeing one. Maybe it's further down. Alright, we got 6 viewers right now. Welcome everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm assuming everybody is a Skyrim and Enderal fan. Oh, key. Scrap metal of an ancient nation. We'll take 1 piece. I'm not sure if we're going to need one. It's probably just junk. Very quiet temple. Learning book, marksman apprentice, sneak apprentice. Hey, we got a bow. Inedible beer. Well, you don't eat beer, you drink it, right? We haven't saved in a while. Let's do another save. Corpses and the light, they are gone. This machine, why does it seem so familiar? Well, it's definitely broken. Ice Claw. Increases your carry weight. Now let's see, I downloaded a mod that makes it increase by 10 instead of 1. Now they had some that were all the way crazy, like 80 and whatnot. I didn't want to go that far, but 1 point's kind of ridiculous. So it's supposed to go up to 10. Let's find out. Alright, our carry weight is 263. It went to 265. That's not 10. That mod lied to me. Oh, we got some water wheels. Burnt corpse. I don't like the look of that one bit. Human flesh. We're gonna pass on the human flesh part. We will take some money. We might need that later. got a pickaxe. Oh, there's my healing spell. Well, this would explain how we get out. A drill and a quill. It's kind of funny, they kind of rhyme. They're both in the same box. Is it just junk, or am I going to need it? Let's see how he does with lightning magic. And then if I want, I could dual wield. A bloody skull. It's missing an eye. Would help if I read it first. Alright, we killed a bigger enemy. See, we killed 2 rats and a mud golem. Alright, let's get out of these robes and wear something else here. Although the old robe has armor rating of 11, which is interesting. But we can put the shoes on. Let's keep the old robe on then. That way I got some defense. Bright to Sun Coast. It's good we're getting little hints here and there. Might need them later down the road. Find a way out of the ravine. Collect pumpkins to hasten health regeneration, and mana fungi to hasten regeneration of mana. Alright, I am going to move my webcam up a little bit. It seems to be blocking text and whatnot. Let's move it right there. Hopefully that'll be better. I have to like click on the window twice or something for some reason. And it's kind of slow coming back up. Alright, so we need to look out for pumpkins and fungi. I'm going to assume these are the pumpkins, the gourds. And the fungi will probably be mushrooms. They're not letting me pick those up. Two more of the pumpkins. Already got that one. One more pumpkin. Oh, there they are. You've risen to level 2. You receive 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory points. Choose an attribute. My health is 90, stamina is 95, mana is 88. Let's raise our health. Press H to open the hero menu. You can change the map key. I'm using a controller. Okay, I did that. Now what? I think I accidentally ate a fungi. Oops. Feel odd, cold, but at the same time feverish. It takes its toll from you to focus your thoughts. Carrying capacity is reduced by 7. So that's why the thing didn't raise me up all the way, and I did eat the mushroom. Alright, so do I need to meditate now? Let's find out. Devious. What's devious? The memories of the infiltrator improve your skill in sneaking, your rhetorics, and your sleight of hand. Tier 1, the chance to be detected by enemies while sneaking is reduced, and prices of merchants are better. Okay. Memories of the Vagrant teach you in the usage of poisons, potions, and light armor. Light armor is 17% more effective. And strong bowstring. Memories of the Trickster combine the effective use of a bow with lockpicking. Bows do 12 more damage. Alright, we're gonna do this one. Heals health instantly. Moon carrot. That's nice. Alright, so we still need pumpkins and little, what is it, like purple mushroom like things? Is that all that was here? I don't need to fall off the cliff. We have a little statue. There's nothing around it. Alright, let's keep moving. Goblet of an ancient nation. And a bowl. I don't think I'm going to need them. Oh, but a fire spell. Ancient crystal coin. So we got different currencies in this? Hmm. We got some fire magic. Use traps to your advantage by defeating enemies with them. Human flesh. I don't want human flesh. And some more ambrosia. I think that's it. Oh, we got another coin. It blends in with the table. Now we got some gloves. Let's check out the old sword. 4 and a way to 6. 4 and a way to 4. No sheath. We're gonna keep the iron sword. Of course, I could always dual wield these two. The old sword's stronger than the dagger. Interact with a magical symbol. Well, hello. Now we know what the trap is for. Is that a troll? Cave troll. Just in case he makes it through. My memory's correct, trolls don't like fire. That was off. Troll fat. Might as well take his fat. So what else we have hidden over here? We have another bow. It's the same one that I have. It looks like that is it. Ooh. I'm glad I jumped up there. If I can get up here. Jump. Jump. There we go. Staff of Flames in a book I think I've already read. Alright, let's see. We picked up some new armor. Let's see. Staff of Flames. Heavy leather gauntlets. Old vagrant dress. The same as the robe, but it weighs more. So I can wear some gauntlets, which clashes with the sleeves a little bit. Or I could wear the gloves, and it looks a little bit better. Alright. Let's not step in the trap. That would be a bad thing. Sun Coast again. Doesn't look very sunny. It looks like it's actually getting dark. I'm looking for fungi, wild berries, and I think I need one more pumpkin. You friendly? No, you're not friendly. Wolves. I saw the body, I'm like, nope, he's not friendly. Absorb 3 points of health from the target, can only be casted on enemies. Well, I would hope so. Uh-oh. Hard fights require tactic, less left trigger for blocking. But what if I got 2 swords? You can't block. I'm glad they added more vocals for the wolves. I don't think you ever hear them howling in Skyrim. Alright. Let's try this healing spell, shall we? Boom. Ooh, went from 4 to 20. That's okay. We have ambrosia. Now it's 0.7. Alright, empty. Empty. Wolf meat. It's getting dark. We're gonna need to light a torch or something here soon. so I can see where I'm going. Alright, let's see what we just picked up. A hood. We got an iron dagger, and then this is a knife. 3, and this is also 3. But this one's a little bit lighter. Alright, we're starting to look a little cooler now. Better than wearing just pants. What in the world is that with the red lines? Search suspicious soil mound. Well, how about that? There's a shovel. They should add this to Skyrim too. You can't shovel nothing, just pickaxe. And that's just for ore. A skull! There's a body buried in there too. Fish. There's some mud crabs over here. River crabs. Not sure what we'd use it for, but some iron ore. We found some kind of camp. Some bread. Can I use the lantern? Oh, we found some armor. Probably can't use the lantern. No, my luck. That's actually a pretty nice mod in Skyrim. The lantern. Alright, let's see here. We have heavy boots, heavy leather cuirass, and heavy leather gauntlets. Or we could stick with the old vagrant. We gotta decide, do we want lightweight or heavy? Now heavy's gonna always have better defense than light, but light is even more light. Well, let's see what we look with it on. That didn't look too bad. Let's we're gonna stick to lightweight, but I'm gonna keep the heavy boots simply because it has defense and the shoes does not. Where's the lantern in the junk? Right there. You cannot equip this. Oh, you have to have a bed in order to rest and make it day. Not seeing any more pumpkin. Pretty nice having the moon carrot. I did pick up a torch, didn't I? Let's see one. Nope, I didn't pick one up. And we got a ice claw. What do we have here? A nest. They call it a Vien root in this instead of a neon root. A muscle meat. Oh, looks like somebody's camp. It's an interesting looking creature. They're marked with carry the story forward, but there's a chance that some dialogue.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir?
That's a long story. Where am I here? And who are you?
Who am I? Finn Delires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
What about my eyes?
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
What's your story? Why are you here?
Us? Oh, nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. We gather herbs, but tomorrow we're going back north, to League. You should stop by one day if you're in the area. Someone who scours Pyrian ruins and survives could surely be useful to the apothecary and help us find some things.
Can you tell me more about this region?
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
I see, and are there places that might be of interest to an adventurer?
To an adventurer? If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
You said you were apothecarius. By my path. What do you mean by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
Role designated by Malthus. You mean the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society, generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites, and there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best, and who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
And who are these pathless?
Men or women who have never received the path consecration, or those who have broken their path. Brigands, glimmer dust smugglers, murderers, well, you know.
Aren't you frustrated by being bound to that path?
In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realized that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance. I am interested in living the righteous path, and to contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
In Niram, there's a rumor that the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy. Well, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
Alright, let's sell some stuff here. I don't need 2 of those. Don't really need that. And don't really want that. He's got ambrosia. Morning air potion. Regenerate stamina. And then we got learning books. I have that already. I just spent most of my money. Thank you for your help.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no. By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Yes, I suddenly have this kind of fever. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntroods, Gruntrood. Ah, here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn! The still!
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh.
What is happening?
Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thanks, but what in blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality, and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
The explosion, the voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalaris. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit! Ah!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do...
Oh. Why does everybody die around me?
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
What? Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story.
How do you know about the apothecary? Were you there when we were attacked?
I was on the perimeter, and no, I didn't help, for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails. I wish I had a more heroic answer, but I don't. Sorry.
What do you know about my fever?
Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yes.
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. That's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim.
So an Arcanist will be able to cure this fever.
Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do.
What do you mean by a little sensitive?
Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
If I contain the fever, but let it get worse, what are the consequences?
At first, diffuse headaches and general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
Wait, it can kill me, and what's an Obaya?
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad.
Are there any other remedies?
Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps.
And what about these visions? Are they also caused by the fever?
You have visions?
For lack of a better word, yes. Ever since I've had this fever, I get these strange premonitions of things which are about to happen. Are they also a symptom?
Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say?
Treatment for information. All
Well,
right.
then, the stage is yours.
The stage is mine.
I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yes, but it wasn't just a dream. It was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was the same as the one in the valley.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Right after I washed up on the shore, yes, together with those visions.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I can use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark.
What's Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malphus, and blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon.
Who is this employer of yours?
Well, aren't you curious? I work for the Holy Order.
Holy Order? You mean the enforcers of the Lightborn?
Yeah, but they're more than just a military unit here. Enderal belongs to Malphus, the guardian god, and the Order answers directly to him. In other words, they're calling the shots here. No king, no queen, no council, just an order of noble warriors always looking so stern and joyless that you might think they're struggling with constipation.
Alright, I'll help you. The faster I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and patirs attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least. The strangest thing, however, is the Red Madness.
Do you think this chaos could be in any way related to the rumors about the Lightborn's death? Everyone in Nirim talks about them.
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true, and that there's a connection, yes.
And you actually believe that someone did kill the gods, the Lightborn?
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than imposters anyway. False gods.
What do the Enderalians think about that?
Well, they usually leave the thinking to their holy order. And they, of course, deny everything.
Of course.
But as much as I hate to say it, maybe it's better this way, at least for now. A spiritual crisis is the last thing this country needs at the moment.
Here I thought the Enderalians were the most pious people in the civilized world.
Oh, I'm hardly representative. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And the false deity theory isn't that new, after all, is it? Seriously, say the Lightborn really are as mighty as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to call down lightning on me right here and right now, to punish me for my insolence? No,
Hmm.
The Lightborn were immortal kings, and that's all. At least, that's how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Far from it.
Splendid. You never know. But we digress.
Right, you mentioned something about a red madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "Fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the Red Madness.
Excuse me.
Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
A magister?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
So what's your role in all this?
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady.
You're after his motives, but how can I help you with that? I don't know anything about the magister.
Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here. And according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
The quest objective is marked by one or more stars that indicate the difficulty of said quest. Okay. Read the Butcher of Ark. come up here starting shit. Serious. Wow, that's a pretty good distance from where I'm at, ain't it? I'd like to get back to the camp where those apothecary were. See if there's any loot left. What the hell? Border of the protected lands. Behind this mountain pass there will be no protection against pathless ones. Travelers beware of rockfall and assault. Iron gauntlets, a longbow, old vagrant boots, vagrant dress. Old vagrant dress is 11 and 5, and vagrant dress is 12 and 7.5, but it is stronger, and it's still lightweight. Longbow stronger by 2 points. So where was that camp? This is clearly not it. Is it down there? That's somewhere else. Ooh. Let's see, we got that way. It looks like that's the only way. I could probably sleep. Not the greatest of maps. Alright, so I can't go anywhere here. This might be the village. Nope, this is where the camp was. There they are down there. You kill my friends, I kill you. Anybody else? Badge of apothecary. Iron sword and then rattled clothes. Shot came from over there. Maybe I should go investigate over there. I've been this way. Blue quartz, huh? I don't need a basket. I don't know about the blue quartz. It might just be junk. Skeletons. I feel a sneeze coming on. Don't you hate that feeling in your nose, that tickle? Alright, let's have a look here. Leather boots is 3 and 1.2. And the rattled robe of magic regeneration is better by 2 points. This is the way I came. Yeah, I ain't getting back up there. Oh damn, lookout. Leather strips, iron, tongs. A lot of stuff to do all kinds of crafting and whatnot. I hate spiders. A recipe for ambrosia. We'll take that. I'm not really a fan of shields, to be honest with you. Alright, we went up a level. Let's see. Throat cut. What does that do? If you attack while you are sneaking, your critical chance is increased by 10. Light armor is 17% more effective. Bows do more damage. Let's do our armor. Well, we got a bed we can sleep in. Oh, I see. It opened up that door. That's what I should have done. They kind of attacked me quick too. Well, it doesn't appear to be anything over here. Steel arrows. That's better. Alright, that's going to do it for the stream for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I want to thank the two new followers. We have Gustin Preset and I'm sorry, let me try this again. Papirika? It's probably why you created that name. Papiriki. If I butchered your name, I am so sorry, but I appreciate the follows. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be live again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I was trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. Enderal is a little bit more difficult. It doesn't throw it out for you. You have to kind of figure things out. Whereas Skyrim, it's pretty much just go down the road kind of thing. But we're going to continue playing some more Enderal tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to see you there. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you.